Cartagena and the Caribbean coast of Colombia, and in this video I will take you around this beautiful, colorful, lively historic city, and then we'll explore a little bit of the Caribbean coast when we go to Tayrona National Park. Let's start! I'm starting exploring Cartagena from its old town, and this is the entrance, you know, the famous clock tower that everyone wants a photo with. Let's get inside, it's really loud, I'll tell you a bit more. I've crossed over into the Pedro Heredia Square, and so this is historic center number 1. This was for the rich and the wealthy, you know, that's why you have the city walls around it, the ramparts. And this is where you get the governor's mansion, some cathedrals, some really important, you know, historical places. But just as importantly, across you have Getsemani, which was for the poor people, and that's where most of, you know, the street culture, the street art originated, and that's where you will find most of the fun. I really like Getsemani, it is absolutely amazing, and I would recommend that you stay there as well. So I will show you a few important things that we do here, and then we head over to Getsemani. This is San Pedro Square, dedicated to one of the biggest humanists of Cartagena. Well, the ones we know of, because he was white, a Spanish priest who came all the way here. He used to comfort the slaves, people coming from Africa, and for that reason he was turned into a saint after his death. So he used to live in the monastery there. The church was built later when he was canonized. It's a really beautiful square, especially in the evening. And if you want to see a peaceful part of the walls, the city walls, just go around there and you will get the perfect view. Simón Boulevard Square is my favorite in the entire city. And I feel like if I were a writer, I would come here for some inspiration because it's colorful, it's lively, it's great for people watching. There's like all sorts of people, pigeons, lots of birds chirping as well. And I hope Gabo came here for some inspiration as well. I really hope so. So there's one exception to all this beauty, and that is this building behind me, the Palace of Inquisition, and sadly all the horrors of Inquisition that came with this place. The sad part of the history of Colombia, well, the whole of mankind actually.
The Cathedral of Cartagena is a basilica from 15th and 16th century. It is a national monument right next to Simón Boulevard Square and definitely worth a quick visit.
So this one is a beautiful colonial house that's been converted into a restaurant, but it retains most of the characteristics. The wooden balconies, the beautiful courtyard, lots of plants, you know, to bring that freshness to the heat of Cartagena. So what I find really interesting about this place is that it's no less than a cultural exchange, you know. The style came from the Moors to the Spanish and Spanish all the way here. And I'm absolutely in love with how global the world even back then was.